catching on. People are ain't catching on, trust me.
Roll call.
Mayor Hollenbeck is absent, so Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky,
Here.
Commissioner Small,
Here.
Commissioner Scheib,
Here.
Commissioner Buckingham.
Here,
Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of minutes 2/18/2026.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the minutes from the council meeting held February 18th, 2026 be approved and placed on file.
Can I get a second, please?
I'll second that.
Any comments?
I just want to make sure that it's clear that the mayor's council recap is not the official minutes. I endorse these minutes fine, but there seems to be some confusion as to whether that is an official recap, and we should probably discuss getting rid of that. But anyway, that's all. Thank you.
the other thing I'd like to add to that, Bobby,
Yes, sir.
if you remember at the last meeting, I questioned about those items removed from the public building here. Nobody at this table answered my question. All right, the minutes are correct. Okay, but the deal your mayor put online, making it sound like I was against 3 501c3 places is dead wrong. I'm not against any of those places in Marseilles. He's never gonna grow up, that's all I can tell you.
Okay.
I'd like to make people aware of that. I don't care if it's the Lions Club, Fire Department, I don't care, they're all good places. But you're not gonna put me against them because I'm not wrong. Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Anyone wishing to appear before the council? Remember, you have 3 minutes, so please state your name and come up to the podium. Thank you.
Jeff Welter. I've been a resident for 2 years observing the community leaders and officials in their capacity. Here's what I've gathered. Marseilles, the study never ends. In most towns, you hire engineers to build roads. In Marseilles, you hire engineers to study them again, again, and again. This is Marseilles, Illinois, where the streets don't change, but the invoices do. Sidewalks are always coming soon, water projects are always urgent, and construction season lasts forever on paper. Plans are drawn, maps are printed, PowerPoints are presented. The only thing never poured is concrete. Residents ask when the road will be fixed. Officials explain why another evaluation is needed. Some towns measure progress in miles paved. Here, progress is measured in revisions. Phase 1 becomes Phase 2. Phase 2 becomes a review. The review becomes a recommendation, and the recommendation becomes next year's budget. The engineers don't carry briefcases, they carry extensions, because in Marseilles, the real infrastructure system is a pipeline of reports flowing directly into invoices. No sidewalks, no streets, just a perfectly maintained schedule of meetings. So if you see a survey crew, don't get excited. That doesn't mean construction is starting. It means the study has been renewed again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would anybody else like to approach the council? Hang on, we're trying to fix this thing. All right, we're good.
Brad Miller. I just got a couple things. I don't know if anybody's aware of it up here, but the garbage burning at the west end of town every night. I don't know, some people say it's coming from Glenwood Addition. Some are saying it's coming from one of the houses on Canal Road and blowing our way. So every night at 8 o'clock, I go out and take the dog out and I can't hardly breathe. And it stinks something terrible. So I don't know where it's coming from. If maybe the police, when they're riding around at night, they can kind of zone in on where it's coming from and get that guy to stop, whoever it is. I don't know. I've talked to people in Glenwood, and they say they don't know or won't say. I don't know if they don't want to say anything, getting in trouble. The other thing is, speaking of streets, on Clark Street, if you drive down there, where it comes off of Sycamore Street where the apron is, Bucky, right there where we've been talking about that ditch
Right.
put in, there's probably a foot or foot and a half of that road is busted completely off.
Oh, really?
And it never dries up underneath there. So I don't know, that may be a problem, Mike, I don't know. But that road's only they did it about 4 or 5 years ago, so.
Yeah, Michael, can you tell, I'm sorry, Brad. Do you know about when we did that?
Exactly where you at, Brad?
More
You know, up on the corner there where the pavement from Sycamore meets Clark Street by my house,
Yes,
so it'd be on the north side of the street by the medical center,
okay.
and it's always wet. I mean, all along that street is busted off on the edges except where there's driveways. But that's really bad. It's completely broken off.
It's been several years ago that we dug out the ditch there, probably longer than that, 5, 6 years ago. Maybe it needs to be cleaned out some more.
Well, I think it needs to be dug. I know,
But they put something else in, Mike. I can't remember what it was. It's been so long ago. They put some type of drainage in up there towards the medical center. if
well,
I
that was up
remember
to
right.
catch the water off the parking lot to try to
Okay.
help with that, because it would
Okay.
just bubble out of the ground. But I don't know if you can dig and maybe just put a big 6-inch tile in there
Okay.
and run it to the creek. I don't know, to catch it.
That's something we can look
I
at.
don't know. That street's, with the garbage trucks and stuff, is just gonna,
All right.
Sure.
it's gonna fall all the way off.
We can certainly look at it with Brian Trainer and see what his ideas are about getting that taken care of, because we don't need this edge of our road rotting away.
Yeah.
Brad, would you shoot me an email if you don't hear back?
Huh?
Would you shoot me an email if you don't hear back?
Yep.
I have a short-term memory, and I also have a bad short-term memory.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else like to address the city council tonight?
Good evening. My name is Tamara Cummings, and I'm General Counsel for the Illinois FOP Labor Council. I'm speaking on behalf of the members of the Marseilles Police Department, who we proudly represent, and some are here today. I want to begin by thanking this council and those commissioners who continue to show their support for the officers. Your recognition of the difficult work our officers perform, often under challenging and highly scrutinized circumstances, does not go unnoticed. For those of you who don't, I'm here tonight because many of our members have expressed concerns regarding statements that have been made publicly about officers and about this department. And the perception among our officers is that their professional reputations are being questioned in ways that feel personal and damaging. Whether or not these individuals may have a lawsuit for slander or whatnot, that's not why I'm here. It's not for me to decide. But I am here to relay a message. Policing is already a very hard, demanding profession. Officers make split-second decisions, work long hours, and carry significant responsibility to protect the community. When statements circulate suggesting misconduct or wrongdoing without context or factual basis, it can have a really negative impact, not just on the morale of the officers, but on their confidence, on their ability to perform their duties, and frankly, on their families. Our members take great pride in serving the residents of Marseilles. They want transparency, accountability, and trust just as much as you all do. At the same time, they also deserve fairness and the opportunity for facts to be reviewed through appropriate processes before conclusions are wrongfully drawn. So I'm here just to respectfully ask that you all give thoughtful consideration about how your negative public statements can affect and do affect the individuals who serve this city every day. We and the officers remain committed to working collaboratively with the city, with city leadership, and with the community to maintain professionalism, transparency, and mutual respect. Thank you for your time and for your support.
Thank you.
Can I have a word with you after the meeting, please? I would love to speak with you. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else like to address the council tonight? Okay, moving on. Bi-monthly expense reports. Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the accounts payable for the last half of February in the amount of $141,485.42 be approved and warrants be drawn on the city treasury for the several amounts. Can I get a second, please?
I'll second that.
Besides normal bills, Stewart spreading, sludge removal, $8,768. Blue Cross Blue Shield, their health insurance, $32,685.88. Eschite and Dugler Engineering, $16,376. Illinois Power Marketing, Homefield Energy, $27,202.70. Illinois Public Risk Fund, Illinois April's Workman's Comp, $6,300.85. Nicor gas bill, $6,590.46. Redwick and Associates Engineering, $7,624. Any questions? Roll call, please. Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib?
No.
Commissioner Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky? Aye. Biweekly salary payroll. Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that the payroll for the last half of February in the amount of $90,623.33 be approved and warrants drawn on the city treasury for the several amounts. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
No comment, I mean, just average payroll. Can I have a roll call, please? Commissioner Small?
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib?
Abstain.
Commissioner Buckingham?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky? Aye. An ordinance dissolving the special tax allocation fund and terminating the City of Marseilles TIF 4 redevelopment project area. Can I get a motion? Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky that ordinance 1907, an ordinance dissolving the special tax allocation fund and terminating the City of Marseilles TIF 4 redevelopment project area be adopted.
Did you want to explain what that is?
So TIF
for
4 is this property that
knows
sits here today.
to them?
It exhausted all the TIF funds out of here. So we, like any, I think it takes us about, 5 months, 6 months. We had to change a couple TIF attorneys because our regular TIF attorney didn't have this written up correctly. So Mike Eschite could talk a little more on how the funds got used and what the TIF actually did to make this company sit here today, and we're able to benefit by buying this building that we sit in right now.
TIF 4 was created in 2000 for Illinois Valley Cellular. They were prepared to move their headquarters out of town, and at that time they had over 100 employees. So the city decided, what can we do to keep them in town and keep the people working here and benefit the city? Unfortunately, the cell systems or cell work changed, and they end up going out of business. So they generated a lot of money that went back into the building and that, and the city did step in when the project was done, and luckily we were able to get a hold of this building. Some people don't agree with it, whatever, but that's what it was. It was going to be a vacant building, and the whole purpose of the TIF is to generate economic development, which it did, but we have no control over what happened to the cell phone business in those 23 years. Wish they were still here. We're a great company.
May I offer a rebuttal, please? This building, even though it was vacant, was still generating revenue that went to the schools. I don't have the number in front of me, but I believe $34,000 a year to the Marseilles Elementary School District. I believe about $17,000 a year to the high school district. They're not in front of me. But even though Ivy Cellular had closed, that was still tax revenue that was going to our school districts, of which I am a taxpayer. The deciding vote on that was by Commissioner Kaminsky, who also represented me on the school board. And given that this is this municipality over 2,500, according to an attorney general's ruling in 1985, he should not have been on both boards when he cast that vote. So I believe that as a taxpayer in Marseilles, and I'm saying this in good faith, but I believe that despite, and I understand the fear of having a Nabisco 2.0. All right, I think I had mentioned that. We don't want a big empty building. However, I believe by buying this building and taking it off the tax rolls, we did real damage to the treasuries of our school districts. I believe that is a fair position, and I think one that was mischaracterized. Again, my opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, anyway, so thank you for that. But yeah, just so, please.
Commissioner, the school's getting about $1,100 a year, not $30,000. The high school is getting about $800.
Okay, so when I looked up,
Now we have TIF 5.
okay, so when I
And we are
when I
generating
looked
over
up this
20,000
property,
years to the- Can I speak?
you may, sir. Okay, so when I looked at this property, it said $37,000 a year. Was the tax bill incorrect on 200 Riverfront?
I've seen the tax bill, what went to the schools, $1,100 every year.
Well, right now it's zero, and the TIF increment was denied to the schools, and the TIF, again, that's the whole idea, Michael, it's the whole idea of the TIF increment district, is that the money that improves upon the value is not then available to the various districts, right? The whole idea is that money is spent to improve, so the taxable value at the end of things will then be recaptured by those districts. It's why TIF programs are so controversial to
What do
begin
you think
with.
the taxes on this thing would be after the building is empty?
It certainly would have been more than zero, which is what is going to be under city ownership. I mean, it's not, again, I understand, and I think we're going to have to just look at what the tax bill is to see which one of us is correct on what the city is going to be losing by us taking it off the tax rolls. But I understand the desire, I completely understand the idea of economic development, and I also understand that life is expensive. However, I believe that it was short-sighted to take this off of the tax rolls. And during the debate over the building, one of the discussions was, we're getting this at a steal, right?
All right,
1.45
we need to
million.
vote on
Okay.
dissolving the TIF, not go into
Okay.
a long, drawn-out conversation, which we have multiple times.
I decided to rebut what he said. That was all, and thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thought it was fair.
Do a roll call, please.
We get a second?
Oh, I'll second that.
Second by Melissa. Call the roll.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib,
No.
Commissioner Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Melissa Small, department reports.
Don't have very much today. I would like to thank the FOP for coming to speak on behalf of our police officers. Appreciate that, and I do appreciate everything they do every single day. As far as department reports, that's about it, unless we want to go into the special events permit.
So approving a Rough Road 100 special events permit for April 11th, 2026.
Moved by Commissioner Small that the special event permit application for the Rough Road 100 to be held April 11th, 2026 be approved and the permit fee waived.
Can I have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Oh, thanks, Buck. I just wanted to let everybody know that is an annual event that is held by We Care of Grundy County. They do start their bike race in Morris. They come through Marseilles, kind of circle through Marseilles, and then circle back to Morris. So they are raising funds for their various charitable organizations that they are a part of, helping out. So it's a good thing, good fundraiser, and it'll be nice to see them come through town.
Do we have to put extra police on, or is this something CERT picks up? Just to be clear.
We do have ESDA.
Yeah,
Will
ESDA,
be
yeah.
kind of offering
ESDA
some
does.
guidance. We'll work something out with the PD, whether they feel the traffic flow is necessary to divert anything or have any police presence.
So April 11th, watch out for
April 11th.
bikes.
Watch out for the bikes, yes.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Commissioner Scheib, department reports.
One of the challenges of local politics is black and white thinking. Just because I do not agree with two specific incidents that involve the police department does not mean that I'm anti-police whatsoever. If I can hide behind my brother, I've done it for 49 years, I'll do it for a 50th. He's been a proud member of the FOP. I don't think he is anymore. I think chiefs aren't. For quite a while. I believe he started the Sergeant FOP in Schiller Park. Very proud of my brother. Just because I oppose that does not mean I'm anti-police whatsoever. I'd like to thank you for your good work. which is considerable. Similarly, my concerns about water pipes were mischaracterized by leadership as somehow being anti-employee. Just because I want better infrastructure doesn't mean that I dislike the work that's being done, the good work that's being done. Just because I believe that somebody was not treated the same as two other people, a right that I exercised apparently as a private citizen, as that is what the litigation says, don't think that was out of line whatsoever. Certainly it was not an attack on any individual at all. Want to mention that while there is obviously litigation against the city, I'm not a plaintiff in any litigation. It's really quite something how I am castigated when all I am is being sued. Like, I'm not suing. I do have an Illinois Department of Human Rights complaint against Mayor Hollenbeck, but other than that, I'm not in the world of litigation. As a union leader myself, president of a branch of 47 active members, I'm very sympathetic to the reality that often conditions for labor are not quite what management makes it out to be. And I think that might be a situation. I'd really like to talk to you guys in private about that. I thank you for coming. And gosh, I know that the police are maligned, and I don't support that whatsoever. I know that in 2020, there was a lot of very harsh words toward police, and in some cases founded, but in many cases not. And I'm not talking here locally. In fact, locally, my union provided pizza to the city police departments as a thank you. Thank you, guys. This is a very safe community. It's noteworthy how safe it is. That doesn't necessarily mean we need a brand new Tahoe. So that's not being anti-police. That's just being opposing spending. So anyway, Commissioner Small, if you please let me finish, and then I'll very happily hear your response because I do want to hear it.
I haven't spoken yet, but carry on.
But anyway, I have good faith concerns about retaliation and conflicts of interest. One conflict of interest in particular is I don't believe a FOIA officer for a police department should be married to the police chief. That's just best practices. I'm not saying individually something went wrong. I just think that's anyway. So again, I've asked before, Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky, I've asked before if it was proper for me to say it.
Please discuss your department reports, please.
Okay, so when I tried to do it at the beginning, you told me not to as a private citizen in meetings past, not this
Department
meeting.
reports, Mike.
So
please.
Thank you. As far as this one goes, and then I'm glad this is on camera because we've had this conversation before. As far as department reports go, we have our engineering proposal for bridge inspection and load rating for Lincoln Street over Gum, which I certainly would appreciate a vote on. 850 routine inspection, 4850 load rating analysis for 5,700 total. I would like to look into box culverts and epoxies as potential less expensive ways of dealing with our bridges. I'll be discussing with Mr. Etscheid that. I'd also like to get some clarity onto how much money I have in revenue to work with. As far as the upcoming fiscal year, I do realize that some of that might be unclear or estimated. So, thank you very much.
Approve professional engineering design services proposal for Main Street Memorial Park improvements. Oh, I'm sorry. I read the wrong one.
Wrong one.
Approve engineering a proposal for the bridge inspection and load ratings for Lincoln Street Bridge over Gum Creek from Chamberlain Associates.
Moved by Commissioner Scheib that the engineering proposal for the bridge inspection and load rating for Lincoln Street Bridge over Gum Creek and with Chamberlain and Associates be approved.
Can I get a second, please?
I'll second that.
A little
Any
history
comment,
on
Michael?
this. We are repairing Lincoln Street, and the state said concerned about traffic, heavy construction traffic on the bridge, and it hadn't been inspected for a number of years. It has a structure number, but it's not in the bridge inventory. So what we said is, why don't we see if we can get the rate limit on it, and that way we get the construction traffic going back and forth across it. And Chamberlain is a structural engineering firm, and they said for $4,850, they would do the investigation. They'll take care of that.
Make a motion for a second.
I believe it was second.
What we did.
Have roll call then?
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Commissioner Bucky, department report?
Hold on really quick. before he's done, I would like to thank Commissioner Scheib for his cadence regarding his respect for the police department. I think that's wonderful that you say these types of things. However, I think it's almost disingenuous when you sit there and publicly post that our police department is corrupt and/or guilty of filing false police reports without any evidence and/or due diligence to verify any information backing up those. No.
Point of order, I was gavelled when I was going, and additionally, please show me where I wrote that.
Oh, I have screenshots and I have
Please do.
emails. Oh, yeah, I will
Please do.
gladly show that. Thank
Thank you.
But please don't be disingenuous towards my officers.
Yeah, and please show me the screenshots where I called the police department corrupt. I've never used that word of the police department ever.
All right, next.
False police reports?
Next, please, next.
Thanks.
Moving on, thank you. Commissioner Buckingham, Department reports.
Yeah, I really have nothing tonight. Mike, you want to talk about the proposal for Main Street Memorial?
This has been ongoing for several years, and there's an architect in town that's been working with the city, with the mayor. I believe his name was Bean, and he came up with a conceptual plan for this, that's the war memorial right at Main and Washington. And so the laborers want to move forward with this thing, so they said, well, we're going to have a detailed design other than architectural drawings, and so the mayor got a proposal from Rachel Snyder at Etchide Duttlinger for $6,700 to do the detailed design. So that's what's on the agenda.
Okay, anything else, Buck?
No, and I trust 393, David and all them. They do a hell of a job. They have out here too, so I mean, they've got my backing 100%.
All right,
The other thing, like I said, I'd like to ask the attorney, while we're here, if you can revise to the people sitting out here tonight, the letter that was sent to all the commissioners and the mayor.
Regarding the public property and the
correct.
sale of public property?
So, yep, correct.
Certainly, sure.
Just kind of revise it for them, so.
Review,
So
I
they
believe.
know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. I had sent an email to the mayor and to the council, I believe it was this week, in reference to the process for the sale of public property or the transfer of public property. There were some questions. Corporation Council was not involved, but it did come up at the last council meeting, so I sent out an email just to refresh everybody's memory on how the process works for the sale of public property. Municipalities are not allowed to transfer public property because it was property that was purchased with taxpayer funds. But municipalities have the ability to sell public property, and there's a process by which you can sell public property. It's a very simple process. Just by a majority of the council, they can have a list of the property that they want to sell, and the sale can just be done at a reasonable amount. So it is a simple process if the municipality wants to do that moving forward, sell items of personal property, for example, 10 computers, 15 chairs. They can, there's no required process, there's no advertising that needs to be done, there's no bidding process that needs to be done. It can be done that way, there's no restriction on doing it that way, but it's also a very simple process. If you don't want to go through those hoops, you can just go ahead and sell the property for a reasonable price. And I think I was just asked to provide some clarity around that process. And the council now has the statute and can move forward if they decide to go that way in the future.
And thank you very much, Attorney Cantlin, and just to over-communicate, let's say we have a desk from 1990, like, with the proper ordinance.
Is that vintage?
Well, oh my gosh, that's 36 years ago.
It could be an antique.
I'm going to need a minute. But no, so let's say it's $10, $20. The issue isn't the selling of it inexpensively to those who need it. It's just that we need to go through proper channels.
Well, it has to be a reasonable
Yes,
price. You
okay.
couldn't decide to sell a 2024 squad car for $1.
Rats.
Right. So it has to
Don't
be,
worry, I would not do that. That's not something I want to do.
so it has to be a reasonable price. And you would look at the quality, the condition of the property. Is it an antique? A 1990s desk, to me, unless it's an antique, probably is around what would be a garage sale price.
Sure, $10, $20.
Right. So
Okay.
that the council, by a majority of the members present, could decide to sell that for $10. They just can't give it away.
Thank you, Attorney Cantlin.
Thank you.
And like I said, if anybody wants to come up after the meeting, for most of you who know me, I worked in this place for 22 years. So what I brought with me tonight, I don't throw stuff out, as you know. I got the map of this building from 2002. I was the key holder for this place all the years I was here. I can show you how many desks, how many credenzas, how many chairs, how many cabinets there were. How where you're sitting right now, there were 6 desks, 6 file cabinets, 6 chairs, 6 lockers. Back here, you had, I think, 4 here at that end, and you had 2 offices down here. Each had one. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail, but if you wanna come up and talk to me after the meeting, feel free. That's all I have.
Okay, moving on to,
Moved by Commissioner Buckingham that the professional engineering design services proposal for Main Street Memorial Park improvements be approved.
can I please get a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Commissioner Scheib,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckingham,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Well, city engineer,
Nothing,
Michael?
Mayor.
city attorney?
No.
Okay, anybody like? Oh, Mayor Hollenbeck. Well, I will be on the radio tomorrow. Well, I have something to say because we had a meeting today with NCICG on the Brownfield grant, which includes the Phase 1 completion. So we had a call today at 4 o'clock. We talked about the field container building and then Washington School. Mayor Hollenbeck put together the signing so now they could get inspection with those properties. So what happens in the planning process is that they'll take the contractor will come in, look at the property, assess how much asbestos they have, and then go back to NCICG, go back to NCIG, and then figure out how much it's gonna cost to abate that. And then they put it out to bid, and then whatever contractors in the state grab onto it and bid it out, then that gets paid out. They come in, they mediate all that asbestos, and then the property's basic asbestos-free, gets the stamp. Also helps with the resale value. If somebody wants to buy this property, they don't have to worry about mitigating that asbestos. Same thing with Washington School. So it's a good step. We're going to have a meeting on the 25th at City Hall internally, and then we're going to have a public meeting sometime next month to go through the whole program and where they're at.
And I can just add to that, Commissioner, we've been directed to work with the title company to have the appropriate title work search done on that.
Yeah, because I don't know what kind of liens or stuff are
We're doing
populate
all
that.
of that on the back side so that we'll have that ready for those.
Now, are we gonna have a
as well.
price, what it's gonna cost to tear those places down?
No, right now, they're only mitigating the asbestos. Tearing it down would be responsibility of the person who buys it. So, yeah.
Which would be us.
No, yeah, we're not buying any property at this
I
point.
know
Well,
property.
and not only is there a problem in the environmental issues of tearing it down, but also of where the stuff goes. You can't just drop it anywhere. So
Correct.
I'm very well aware of all the issues that revolve around that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so going on to community events, we have the Marseilles Recreation Board, baseball and t-ball scheduling. All payments got to be in by March 21st, 2026. They got t-ball for $60, ages 4 to 6. 8U travel, $90, 7 to 8. 10U travel, $90 for 9 to 10-year-old, and 12U travel for $90, 11 to 12. All payments supposed to be made in person at City Hall. They accept now credit cards and checks here. They also got a QR code, and I'll talk about this on the radio tomorrow with Jay. All right, what else we got?
Easter egg hunt.
My favorite. How long have you been doing this for?
You?
Yeah, a long time.
22, 24?
3 years, yeah. So we have our Easter egg hunt, and that'll be at the Illini State Park, March 28th. We have 4 different categories for the kids. The Marseilles Recreation Board puts together baskets. They do a 50-50. They also do tickets for the baskets. Any donations or sponsorships, please contact Ed. He's always here at City Hall. He pretty much runs this whole event. They could also email the rec board at recboard@cityofmarseilles.com. The Marseilles Boy Scout Troop 799 Spaghetti Dinner Fundraiser, March 7th at 4 p.m. to 7, $10 per person. Kids are 10, under 10 and under are $6 at 517 Rutland Avenue, Marseilles. The meal includes pasta, bread, salad, and drink, and it's also a bake sale. We got this one already, right? Same one? That's the same. That's about it. I had 2 Easter eggs. Why do you got 2 of them? That's it.
You will have to go twice?
Yeah, we have to go twice. Easter egg hunt, it's important.
Resurrection
Illini.
Sunday.
Illini. All right, I'd like to make a motion. Anyone make a motion to?
Moved by Commissioner Small that the city council adjourn.
One thing we could agree on, yes.
Can we have a second? on that?
Second, yes.
By Mike. All in favor?
Commissioner Small,
Aye.
Scheib,
Yes.
Buckingham,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Kaminsky.
Aye. Thank you very much.